Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Social English Podcast. Body shaming. Have you ever heard the word or English slang body shaming? Well, if you haven't, that's what we're going to talk about on today's Social English Snacks Addiction. See you soon.
皆さんこんにちは。毎日少しずつ社交に使える英語の上達を目指すソーシャルイングリッシュポッドキャストへようこそ。今日はぜひもっと自信を持って英会話してみましょう。 Are you ready, Percy? Let's go!
Hey, it's a party in here now. Yes, Hikari, I'm ready. This is Percy here, everyone. It is time for the Social English Podcast, my favorite podcast, hopefully yours. And I'm going to be talking about a cool new English slang word on today's episode, because this is one of our Social English Snacks episodes where I talk about a new English slang word or phrase to help you listeners out there learning English get better. If this is the first time you're here to this podcast, welcome. Thank you for listening. I'm sure that you will find a lot with this podcast. But today's episode, Social English Snacks, our slang word is body shaming. I want you to guess what body shaming might mean in English slang. Right after this.
今日はクイズをしましょう。この単語を英語で理解できるかどうかをテストする準備はできていますか？今日、私たちは別のこれはどういう意味ですか？エピソード。今日、私たちは現代の本物の話し言葉の英語で使われている単語やフレーズを教えます。エピソードの終わりまで聞いてください。あなたは今日あなたが学んだことに驚くでしょう。始めましょう。
Okay, all you awesome listeners out there, have you guessed what body shaming means? Well, let me tell you, body shaming is a new slang word that if you watch American YouTubers, you will hear sometimes body shaming. Okay? Even when talking about American famous celebrities, famous peoples, or in Japan, American talent. Talento. Okay, so body shaming. What does this word mean? Body shaming is a word of English slang that means making fun of or not liking the body of certain people. Right now, 2023, we in America use body shaming to talk about people who are obese or overweight. Sometimes in social media, you can see messages or in chat groups where people will say, you are this, you are that, and the other person says, hey, you are body shaming me. So once again, body shaming is bad. It's bad. In Japan, it is normal for a person to say, "Hey, I haven't seen you. You got fat. I haven't seen you in a while. Long time no see. You got fat." In Japan, this is actually body shaming by American standards, American English. So an American would say, "Why are you body shaming me?" Okay, so body shaming is very important, especially for my Japanese listeners. If you go to America and you visit a friend's house and you see their family, please don't say, "Oh, wow, you are so big." This is called body shaming. Okay? So please be careful and please don't do this. Okay, so let's listen to some examples of people using body shaming in English, okay? Them using body shaming. Please listen carefully.
That's disgusting. You know what's disgusting? Body shaming. I feel like part of the problem is that women put all of this pressure on each other because they feel like they're in a competition. Luckily, I feel like that's been getting a lot better recently. I feel like women have really come together, have really bonded together. There's just like this is often seen as outmoded or primitive. People hear modesty and think of body shaming, oppression of women, systematic oppression of women. But in reality, Islam's perception
firmly held up to the status quo. And these people have taught me that radical body politics is the antidote to our body shaming culture. But to be clear, I'm not saying that people shouldn't change their bodies if that's what they want to do.
Always been told that we're too skinny, too fat, too short, too whatever. It sounds like from this person's experience, their family's always done a lot of body shaming. And so we may have sought out attention from men or women, depending on your sexual.
Okay, so what we have here were some examples of using the slang word body shaming. So just be careful when you're speaking with someone from a different country, especially the West, and you talk about their weight. If they're big or you think they're fat, it's very bad, and they will say you are body shaming them. Okay, so my action item for you today is just listen to some videos on body shaming and learn more about this word, because you will hear it a lot in social English and in social conversations around you. All right? Okay, good. That's it for today's episode of the Social English Podcast. Don't forget to rate us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for listening to today's show, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace and love.
今日は楽しい時間をありがとうございました。ぜひ私たちのウェブサイトrealsocialenglish.com を訪問して日本語訳と役立つ情報を手に入れてください。また次回お会いしましょう。バイバイ。See you next time. Bye bye.